Welcome back. So Sunil, have you heard about the Sister City Committee?
Yeah, this is the one that you're talking about, the Cupertino and Bhubaneswar.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I think it's a wonderful concept, and similar efforts have been done earlier by the Japanese city of Toyokawa and Taiwan's Hsinchu.
Hsinchu, yes.
And what they're doing is essentially the city of Cupertino, which has lots of Indians, and especially in the IT field. They have adopted actually as sister city, Bhubaneswar, which is in Orissa, and they are looking to what they call the transfer or the exchange of capabilities.
Cultural communication.
Cultural communication, intellectual communication, technological communication, and exchange. And this was I think launched this concept was created in January 2010.
But it was not accepted at that point. So what happened was the officials from both sides took the initiative upon themselves, and they traveled to each other's countries, they observed, they learned, and it was taken forward again.
I think this is a wonderful idea, and Nihalani, who is a co-president of Bhubaneswar Sister City Initiative, he said this kind of activity will bring the world closer, and obviously the resources will be exchanged. And he not only does take the VIPs from, let's say in case of Cupertino, he took the mayor to Bhubaneswar.
Right.
They are also participating in the fall festival. They are also participating in Diwali festival. So bringing the officials, like you said, the cultural exchange. And then Mahesh Pakala, who is the co-president of the initiative, he was telling us that the Bhubaneswar is on its way to becoming the technological hub of India.
It really is.
So I think if similar kind of adoptions were done between city to city, there is a lot that can be done through the exchange programs.
Oh, the world is becoming a smaller place.
You said it right. And with that, we have our own, Anita, this guy who is the co-founder of Amridia, Pawan J. Mehra. I've been knowing him for almost now 12, 13 years. He is an MBA and he has done in multicultural marketing. He's done a wonderful job. Such an agency that he has built, which has gone from step to step to step. He is the co-founder and principal of a multicultural agency called Amridia, which is based out of San Francisco in California. And he continues to grow the agency, continues to serve the community, continues to bring the corporate clients closer and build into the community through multicultural initiative, especially like Comcast, US Department of Defense, International Media Distribution. And Pawan has been winning one after the other awards in this particular category. And this is the one what they call from AdColor the Change Agent Awards, which is given to leaders who are instrumental for bringing these kind of changes. And in his own words, he says, we truly value this recognition of our vision by a hallmark industry organization like AdColor. And he promises Amridia continues to be a trend-setting voice in the multicultural diverse markets. He has won, you look at it, excellence in multicultural marketing. He has been continuously recognized among the 50 top companies on US Pan Asian American Chamber of Commerce, top business in America, you name it. And the AdColor, which is represented by Tiffany Warren, who is the founder of AdColor, says, AdColor is pleased to honor and recognize this year's outstanding group of honorees whose work has influenced the industry. You're talking of the industry.
You're not talking about one particular segment.
Particularly, yes. While positively impacting the lives of the people across the country and globally. I think we are really proud of this guy, Pawan J. Mehra, who's been building his organization from one step to another one.
Going from strength to strength.
Absolutely, absolutely. Once again, last week we were full of this kind of stories, and once again you have your favorites. Two of the fellow South Asians, Razia Bibi from Dayton, New Jersey, and Tahir Lodi from Hicksville, New York, have been arrested, and they are involved in thousands of credit card frauds. It's unbelievable how these people come with these ideas. First, they come to this country looking for a job, understand the system, and start abusing the system. This is a typical, again, a soap opera or a Hollywood movie story, Nitya. What they would do is they will come up with fake addresses which they control, come up with the fake names and apply for small credit cards, and slowly keep on making the timely payments and build the credit and then go cash.
And you get the score, you increase the score, and then one day you just bust it.
And on top of that, what they do is, and that's how they were set up and picked up in Jersey City.
Right.
They go and make a large purchase from a jewelry store.
Yes.
Actually, there's no real buying. Jewelry doesn't leave the shop. It's just on paper.
Right.
And then that money is charged to the credit card. The beneficiary is the store, and who obviously shares the spoils with these guys. They are now in deep trouble. 3,900 credit cards with over 600 names, and the credit card companies which have lost $10 million.
Wow.
I don't know.
Just imagine these kind of brains, if they were put to good use, this country, our people would be somewhere else altogether.
Well, they will have it now because they are looking for a 30-year in prison and probably up to $1 million in fines.
After spending so much, I think that's the least they can expect coming to them. Retribution.
Absolutely. Nitya, this is the next one in continuation of what they call the effort by Sikh community in United States of America. They are what they call the Sikhs for Justice. They have submitted a memorandum to the United Nations for a special right in India. If you are a Muslim, or if you are a Jewish, or if you are a Christian, or you are a Parsi, you have a right to register your marriage in a separate manner.
Yeah.
But Sikhs are still essentially considered Hindus.
Right.
So they are not given that privilege.
Okay.
And they are looking for that right, and they think the government of India's refusal to pass law for separate registration of Sikh marriages is yet another instance of discrimination. They think it's a discrimination, and they're looking for the United Nations to give them the freedom to be able to register their marriages separately. I guess, I don't know which way it will swing, but does it matter? I'm not sure about that part.
They're having their voice heard. I think sometimes that matters more than the actual case being granted. They just want their voice heard.
If that is what it is, then I guess they'll keep on talking about it. Nitya, we have a sad story. Our own friend, very dear friend of mine personally, filmmaker Jagmohan Mundhra, he passed away at the age of 62.
Yes.
Last week on Friday, he was hospitalized. He was in Bombay, and I think working on his next movie, and he had some internal bleeding. He was taken to the hospital in Marine Lines, and I guess he had an attack, and that's it.
It was just so sudden. He was not ill by any reports.
Jagmohan has been a wonderful person. He's such a polite, quiet person, and he went to IIT Bombay. He's from a small town in Patna in Bihar, and he was not even knowing English. He used to always say, Sunil, I was always very fascinated by the people who would be able to speak in English, and I could never. But I said, I'll go to IIT because my parents want me to go. He really didn't want to stay there, but he graduated from there. Then he came to US. Then he started doing his first semester. He said, this is not what I really want to do here. And he registered for PhD in business administration. He did his in
he
marketing.
Majored in marketing, that's right.
Yeah, and his favorite subject was creativity. So he said, let me look at how to market Hollywood and Bollywood movies. And that was the beginning of where he eventually went on to chase his dreams, to do what his heart wanted to do. And what wonderful movies he has produced. On one side, you look at Provoked, you looked at Bhavandar, you look at Kamla, you look at Shoot at Sight, excellent movies. And of course, there was a phase when he worked on the B or C grade movies. I guess that was the way to survive initially, but then he quickly went on to do what he was good at. Beautiful movies.
His social concept movies, especially Bhavandar, received a lot of critical acclaim, and Provoked, which Miss Aishwarya Rai Bachchan worked on, was also very well received.
In fact, if you remember 2 years ago or 3 years ago, he wanted to make a movie it's a biopic on Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, who obviously did not want to do it, so he had to drop that idea. And
it's a big loss. The industry has really suffered with the passing of Mr. Kapoor some weeks back, and now with Mr. Mundhra, it's been loss after loss.
It's a real loss, and 62 is not really an age to lose your life. I think most people actually start at the age of 62, and here is a man so polite, so quiet, creating every 6 months, 9 months a new movie is gone from our lives. We really send our condolences to the family, and he'll be missed for a long, long time to come.
Absolutely.
So moving on to another big Bollywood thing that is happening, the Salman Khan wave that is all over the world actually, but USA more so because it has created tremendous records. Salman has recently released his, again, what is called Eid movie. Every year on Eid day he releases his movie. And first it was Wanted, it was a super hit. And then last year I think it was Dabangg.
Yes.
And this year he has released his movie Bodyguard. And again, it's his third century.
It was a runaway success again, right?
It is 100 crore net profit, And just in North America alone, which is US and Canada, Nitya, this movie from the day it was released on Friday, including the weekend and then the long weekend because of the Labor Day, it has crossed astounding $1.4 million in a 6-day debut.
That just speaks volumes about how popular he is as an actor.
And this is the money which is more than what his first 2 movies put together till date have collected, and Dabangg has collected till now.
Oh.
I think this man at this stage, I think he is in late 40s, and he is really, I think, going from power to power, success to success. But in the meantime, I think the bigger story that has really got the attention of his fans all over the world is he had a health issue. And he was here for medical reasons.
Yes, he was.
And our own reporter, special reporter Jayesh Mehta was there, and he spoke to him, and what he asked him, are you really scared of this? Does it bother you? Because you have such a glorious innings of your life coming in, and you suddenly get caught up with this kind of a problem. And he says, look, actually I'm not worried at all. Whatever has to happen will happen, and I take it the way it is. And I'm really preparing for my next movie, which is called Ek Tha Tiger. That's his next movie, which is a lot of action. He's actually training for that. And I think he's got his whole family here. He was in New Jersey this whole past weekend. We think Salman has his best yet to come. This is just the beginning of it.
Yes.
And we think that he'll bring on movies that will be liked by, like he said in his own interview, and the kids love him. And India is giving birth one kid every 30 seconds, so he's got lots of fans coming up every day, and he is trying to make sure he makes movies that those entice a whole family, that attract them, and he'll continue to do such movies. His Sher Khan is coming up, then Dabangg 2 is coming up, like I said, Ek Tha Tiger is coming up. I think we wish Salman a lot of luck.
And a very quick recovery. He needs to get well soon.
Yeah. Now, your own Neeraj Dar has launched the Radio Zindagi.
Right.
And this is the 24/7 radio station that Neeraj has launched. This guy is doing extraordinary work in Bay Area. He has become a promoter. He is also the head of business for Indian Express in that region, and he had done a deal with the CBS. The first time CBS has signed a frequency outside of their own family and leased it.
That is astounding.
And they have launched a South Asian radio station called Radio Zindagi. So what do you think about the name?
I think it embodies the spirit. I mean, it just encompasses all about life. I know Neeraj personally. I've worked with him, and I believe he's going to do a remarkable job on this. He's always done a good job with everything he's ever touched his hands on. This is going to be a success too. I just feel it.
Absolutely. He and his partner Praveen, who have come together project after project, have done, I think, anything they've touched has turned gold. I think we can get Neeraj on the phone. I think he's there. Hi Neeraj, this is Sunil Hali from ION South Asia. Congratulations on the launch of your dream project, Radio Zindagi in Bay Area, along with your partner Praveen. Tell us, why did you want to do a radio station?
Oh, thank you, Sunil. Thank you, first of all, calling us. Sorry, can I have the question one more time, please?
Why did you want to do a radio station?
This project was with us from last 2 years. There was a very big demand in the Bay Area. There was no radio station. Only media which was available was the print media here. And in terms of demographics, in terms of Indian population, it's huge. So there was a demand. So we were working on this from last 2 years, and finally we got the frequency and we started Radio Zindagi on September 1st.
Why have you named it as Radio Zindagi? What is so unique?
Because Zindagi word came from one of my friends. He said, the songs which, it brings life to your life.
Very well said.
So that is the reason we put it as Zindagi. So the songs we are putting are really good. We have a very good quality content there.
Now, what is so unique about Radio Zindagi? From a listener's point of view who is driving on 101 or 880, what is so unique they should log on to or switch on to Radio Zindagi?
See, first of all, our focus was always on the quality of program. There are few more radio stations which are, here in Bay Area, but they have more of talk shows than the songs. So our focus was to bring more of Bollywood with the gossip, plus the news and current affairs, and blend them with nice, good quality songs.
And where did this music come into your life? From your parents or your family, from your cousins, from brother, sister, your wife? Where is this music coming to your life?
From my wife, actually.
Okay, next time we would want Neera to come online. We'll talk to her and see what will be her contribution in making Neeraj, because they say behind every successful man there is a woman. We know you have a great partner, Praveen, who works with you day and night for making everything successful. But next time we'll get Praveen and Neera, I think, to know more about your radio station as it goes into the success stage. Congratulations once again, and our best wishes to you.
Sunil. Thank you, Sunil. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
So Nitya, here is a radio station which is going to entertain people on the highway when they are going to work or coming back from work, on the weekend, driving for shopping or for a party. And I think he's right. Radio Zindagi sounds so full of life.
Absolutely.
I think we wish him luck, and radio is really caught up all over the country. It's moving forward, and we have another innovative idea in the media industry. We have a Hindi newspaper called Hum Hindustani.
Yes, but you know what? Let's hold that thought, Sunil. It's time to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We come right back here.